guys.
How many takes are you gonna do like this?
No, okay. Hey guys. Hold on. I'll edit this. Hey guys, my name's Nora. I've decided that I wanted to start a YouTube channel because I think I'd be really good at it.
I don't think that should be your reason.
That's my reason for starting. Here I am. Welcome. Maybe I'll edit something cool in now, perhaps. So what I'm assuming YouTubers do is they just film, and that's why they chunk it up and edit it. Yeah. So, okay. Anyways, so this is my roommate, Paige.
Hi, guys. I don't want to be
This is Asia. She doesn't live here.
Hi, guys.
But she comes by. So, anyways, for my first video, I'm going to do something that a lot of my friends always ask me to do. I've told these stories a million times, but basically what it is a ghost story that happened to me when I was 14 years old. I am 21 now. I'm a big kid. I can still be a YouTube personality. Anyways, I'm a big kid, 21, but this happened to me when I was 14, and I really, really believe in ghosts. I'm a big believer, and this is the story that kind of started it all. I have a million, but this was my claim to fame story. Okay, so basically my family, I have to just act like I'm telling it to you guys. Connor, have you ever heard this story?
Connor, come on over.
Connor, come over and listen to the story.
I'm gonna act like I'm telling it just
really
to you.
spooky,
Do you
you
like
know?
ghost stories?
Sure.
Okay, well,
Today.
this is a true
Now I
ghost
do.
story. So, anyways, when I was 14, I'm gonna tell this to Paige's boyfriend Connor because he hasn't heard it before, and I feel more comfortable like talking to an actual person than to a camera by myself. Okay, but Connor, I'm not being rude. I just have to look at the camera. I can't make eye contact with you. Okay, anyways, so let me sip my drink to calm my nerves. Why am I nervous? I don't know why I'm so nervous.
You can do it.
I know. Confidence. Okay, anyways. So, I was 14, Connor. And basically, my family's really into boating and stuff. At this phase in their boating lives, they co-owned a sailboat with a few other families. And they were going to Block Island. If you don't know where Block Island is, what state is Block Island in?
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island?
I think it's Rhode Island.
Insert Block Island. No, I probably don't know how to do that, so I won't. But anyways, we were staying at this house in Block Island with a bunch of other families that were part of this boat race. And I've always been a little spooked out by Block Island. It gives me I don't know, I just feel weird. But I never really thought about ghosts. I don't know. Anyways, I was a really irrational kid, actually. I thought about them all the time. But this was the first time that I actually had an experience. So we were staying in this house with I think 5 other families. It was a pretty big house. It was super, super old. There were 10 bedrooms. I like really small spaces. And so naturally I picked the bedroom in the attic because I just kind of who I am. I like to be cozy. And it was still chilly out. I was still in school. It was the end of freshman year of high school. And so my windows were closed because it was still kind of chilly outside, especially at night. And the whole entire house was decorated with family pictures of the people that lived there. But in my specific room, it was just a picture of a school portrait of an old picture of a young guy, essentially. No, not essentially. That is exactly what it was. And I didn't think anything of it. Connor, you're such a good sport. I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't thinking, ooh, ghosts. So, anyways, I'm asleep and I wake up. My door is closed upstairs in my little bedroom, and I wake up around 3 a.m. I know it was 3 a.m. because I went on my phone. But I woke up to the sound of this picture frame, which was a big, stable picture frame, falling forward and knocking the glass of water that was on my nightstand onto the ground. So that woke me up, and I peeked at the picture, and it kind of creeped me out a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's just Jackie. I'm vlogging. I'm starting. I'm filming myself right now. Anyways, and so the picture fell forward, knocked the glass of water onto the ground, and I peek at the picture. I'm a little spooked out, whatever. So I keep the picture down, and I was like, that's kind of weird how this picture just fell. I didn't really understand how that was possible, so I opened my door because I felt a little eerie. And I'm on Twitter. That's how I knew what time it was. So I'm scrolling through Twitter. Follow me. I love Twitter. I'm trying to go viral. Nora_Holland. Just had to put that in there. Anyways, and so all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, the picture frame props itself back up. Swear to you, that's not made up. That's where people usually are like, no way, you're lying. I wasn't lying. So I freeze. I stare at the picture for like 5 seconds. All of a sudden, it smashes back down and my door slams shut. I'm like, ah! Jump out of bed. I'm wiggling with the doorknob because it was a super old house, so the doorknob was kind of loose and it had slammed shut. So I'm wiggling with it to open. I got chills up my spine, and all of a sudden I turn around because I feel like a breeze, and the curtains were going like this, as if somebody was waving them, and my windows were shut. So I start crying. I'm really scared. Run all the way downstairs, find my parents' bedroom, and I'm shaking. I'm just like, Mom, Dad, this house is haunted, and that's all I said. And I get in bed with them, like, all cuddled up in between my parents at age 14, and they're like, it's okay, Nora, it's okay. Anyways, so that's the story. The next morning, everyone wakes up, everyone's kind of making fun of me, like, haha, scared little Nora. And then the taxi driver rolls up to pick my dad and his friends up to go to the sailboat race. And the first thing he says when he gets out of the car is, you guys see any ghosts here last night? My parents go, well, as a matter of fact, and they tell my story. And he goes, yeah, I'm not surprised. Every single time I pick somebody up from this house, there's a new ghost story that I hear. This is like one of the most haunted houses ever. Well, it's on Block Island, but the whole place is haunted. I don't like it there. Anyways, and then my mom then emails the landlord and goes like, hey, we don't care, but this happened. Was wondering if you keep a log of, I hear this happens a lot here, of ghost stories. And she said, we used to, but there were so many stories that we couldn't keep up and we stopped keeping a log. So, it's a haunted house. Then I found out that there's a book written on it. It's called Ghosts of Block Island. You can look it up. Most of the stories on the house have to do with the picture frames, like fucking around with people. Then I found out that the bedroom that I was in back in the day when they couldn't dig graves in frozen ground, that bedroom was where they would store the dead bodies of Block Island until it was like the ground had thawed out so that they could bury them. So, that's my biggest ghost story. I have so many. I'll probably make another video with more, but I'm assuming that only people watching this right now will be people that I know and that want to see what I'm up to on YouTube. So this is it. I'm sure if you haven't heard the story, I hope you like it. If not, if you've heard the story, then that's it. You know what I'm talking about, and you know I have so many more ghost stories. All right, goodbye, everyone. Have a great night.